If you are hearing these words, know this: it is not mere coincidence, but resonance. Your soul, like one long awaiting a guiding star, has answered this call. There, in the silent depths of space, where the shimmer of distant stars fades and silence itself gains substance, we achieved something astonishing. It was a breakthrough, not into the boundless expanse of the universe, but into the very core of our understanding. A breakthrough that will forever alter how we perceive ourselves and the very fabric of existence. Before we cross the threshold of the sanctum, make your choice. Your response is more than just a like. It is a declaration of your intent. Your subscription is a silent enlistment among the seekers, those who strive to know the unknown. Our archives, securely buried beneath countless layers of age-old secrecy, hold a mystery capable of moving mountains. Yet instead, it was imprisoned in the bottomless, impenetrable chasms of oblivion. This is not just a story. This is a revelation. The declassified documents you are about to hear are not the product of fantasy. They are the living echo of a distant past, a desperate cry from the very abyss which only now, after decades, begins to reach our consciousness, awakening it from a long slumber. The truth, which they so diligently hide behind a dense screen of news noise and diversionary tactics, is chillingly simple and terrible in its essence. This is not just another empty conspiracy theory. This is a genuine conspiracy, directed against your consciousness, against your ability to perceive reality. The document we have the honor of unveiling today bears the codename Red Dust. It is a detailed report of an unprecedented operation conducted in the times when Earth, still young and full of hope, could rightfully claim the role of the true center of galactic life. It describes in detail the first, and, as it turned out in the end, the only contact with a civilization whose existence was so ancient, so deeply rooted in the depths of space, that the very concept of time as we understand it, became utterly alien to it, losing all meaning. We are talking about Martians, but not of those we're accustomed to seeing in children's books or thrilling Hollywood blockbusters. We speak of the creators, of those who lived here long before us, of our precursors. These documents are testimony to a telepathic connection, successfully established by our finest team of psychotronic researchers. The task was clear and grand: to comprehend the mystery of the demise of a great civilization that left indelible marks of its might upon the surface of the Red Planet. The answer we received stunned even the wildest imaginations. It was not merely communication with vanished intelligent beings. It was a genuine dialogue with collective memory itself, with the echo of a dying world's last breath. From the depths of ages, from beneath countless millions of tons of inert dust and scorching sand, from the very consciousness gripped by an existential cataclysm, a voice emerged. A voice devoid of any physical form, yet imbued with such fathomless sorrow and ancient wisdom that it could pierce the thickest armor of cynicism and disbelief. This voice reached us not through words, but directly, bypassing all the veils of our limited perception. He communicated with us through vivid imagery, the most subtle sensations, and pure, crystalline thought. We learned that long before the first human foot even touched Earth, the Martian civilization had already reached its zenith. They had mastered drawing energy directly from the stars, manipulating matter, and commanding the very fabric of space and time. These ancient beings were true alchemists of consciousness, capable of altering reality itself through sheer force of will. Yet, it was their greatest discovery that heralded their downfall. In their relentless pursuit of absolute knowledge, in their search for the primal cause of existence, they encountered truth. It proved so blinding, so all-encompassing, and so terrifyingly simple that it shattered them. They discovered that their entire world, their entire history, their entire reality was merely an incredibly complex, multi-layered simulacrum. Nothing more than a meticulously crafted illusion, created to conduct some grand, unfathomable experiment. Just imagine, you are but a part of an unimaginably complex, artful program. Everything you are, your thoughts, your feelings, your entire existence, is actually just lines of code, executed by some unseen, all-powerful entity. You are like actors on a stage, performing a play with a script written by another. This shocking, mind-boggling insight caused a complete collapse of their collective minds. Their familiar world, built on an unwavering belief in reality, crumbled in an instant, like a house of cards. Old documents mention something called the Chimera Protocol, an ancient Martian manuscript that seemingly held the key to this terrifying truth. A lost quatrain from Centuries the 11th, verse 93, found among the scorched ruins of the Great Law Library, states, "When the mirror of the mind shatters, you will see the true viewer." They saw, and it became their end. Our researchers managed to obtain fragments of their final, dying thoughts. The words they managed to convey were filled with unbearable pain, yet also a strange, almost detached calm. They spoke of the great illusion, of the gray silence, of the hate of the Creator. It wasn't an accusation. It was more a calm, yet firm statement of an undeniable truth. A truth that, sadly, remains hidden from the vast majority of us. Remember that inexplicable anxiety that suddenly grips you when the clock strikes 3 in the morning, or that sharp feeling of alienation that washes over you as you gaze at the faces of strangers on a crowded street. No, this is not ordinary depression, not fleeting sadness. It is your soul, your true essence, suffocating within this artificial, constructed matrix. Your inner self, that very spark of the divine that burns within each of us, unmistakably senses the falsehood and artifice of the reality around us. It knows, it remembers, that there is something far more significant and genuine than this endless bustle, than these imposed fears, than this exhausting struggle for such ephemeral, transient values. Amidst these chilling revelations, one phrase echoed, causing our most inquisitive scientists to freeze in sheer excitement. It became our true beacon, a guiding star through the unfathomable darkness of the unknown. Awakening units, they called those who, like us, began to feel the first faint cracks in the very fabric of reality, as if an ancient wall were crumbling under an unseen force. They saw us. They knew we would come. And now we stand in this vast emptiness, and we hear them. The Martian civilization, confronting the soul-chilling truth of their true existence, made the decision to initiate a process they termed the sacred dissolution. This was not an act of despair or self-destruction. It was a conscious, deeply agonizing choice, a chance to depart from this illusion, to release their energy, to return to the primal source. They understood that their presence within this fabricated reality was merely a piece of a grander, intricate design. They left us a message, a warning that the crown of glass, symbolizing our fragile, self-absorbed civilization, was on the verge of shattering, a warning that the metal veins of a soulless system, permeating every aspect of our lives, would soon turn to dust. They witnessed the energy of fear, ignorance, and materialism which fueled this system reach its peak. But most importantly, what they conveyed was not an account of their demise. It was the key to our own salvation. They revealed that the prophecies we so diligently analyze, whether the predictions of Vanga, the calculations of the ancient Maya, or the revelations of the Gnostics, are not merely forecasts of a coming savior. They are, in fact, activation codes for the Savior hidden within each viewer. The prophets foresaw not just a single individual. They witnessed an entire army of awakened souls. They saw you. You are not merely a part of destiny, you are its very embodiment. And this is the truth that must be spoken. This is the truth that must shatter this artificial reality to its very foundations. But what if all these fears that torment us, wars, crises, pandemics, are merely shifting shadows on a cave wall? What if the true tyrant, the source of all suffering, is looking at you from your own reflection? Your reflection is but a shadow, a deception woven by the system itself. It is a sleeper, persistently convinced of the reality of the world around them. The universe does not mete out punishment upon humanity. It merely purifies it, burning away the destructive poison, the poison of fear, ignorance, and blind materialism. The Martians managed to grasp this truth. They embraced it with their entire beings. And then they departed this world, finding true freedom. But we, here on Earth, still have this long, arduous journey ahead of us. It is a path of transformation, the true alchemy of consciousness, a journey we undertake to shatter the mirror we've grown so accustomed to gazing into, and finally see who truly hides within. To behold the genuine Creator, slumbering in the depths of our souls, awaiting awakening. Your like is a brilliant flash of light, instantly visible across the vast network. And your share is a tiny, yet so vital seed you plant in the barren desert of sleeping minds, giving it a chance to sprout. Your subscription is a form of allegiance, a promise to be part of something greater. If you feel ready for real change, for a new level of understanding, then our inner circle will become your reliable operational base, your coordination center. Your support, expressed through a super thank you, is pure energy that fuels our shared flame, igniting it in this eternal battle against the relentlessly advancing darkness. May these words be a true catalyst for you. May they awaken within you a mighty power you may not have even suspected you possessed. Do not fear illusions. Far more frightening is unconscious existence within them. Until our next meeting, remain aware, stay connected, and never, ever stop